very inspiring. He is the director of SHINE, or Chandelier Institute of Nurturing Excellence. He is also a disciple of Swami Chinmayanandaji, and he has been sharing his wisdom with all of us through different scriptures. This will be his second discourse on Bhaja Govindam by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. Each time he brings Xerox copies for all of us so that we can chant along and follow. So let us keep this carefully and bring it till the discourse series on Bhaja Govindam continues, and then we can, in the meanwhile and after that, use it to inspire ourselves by recalling the wisdom that we have gathered here. So I request Sri G.N.Seshadri ji to give us the flow of wisdom from his heart.
Pranam to all of you. We'll take the Guru Stotram once, prostrate to our Gurus, and then start. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopasham. Frustrations to all of you. We started this series in the last class. We have described what this means, little about the author we have gone through. In the last class we have finished 1, 2 and 3. And then today we will continue from the 4th onwards. But first let us chant 1, 2 and 3 together. And then we go to the 4th. And as we chant, majority of you are present, try to recollect what did we discuss. The first one is called the introductory message, the first stanza. It is generally chanted after each stanza. And after the first introductory, the situation was Shankaracharya ji was going along with his 14 disciples. When he was going, there was a situation where a relatively senior man was mechanically chanting the grammar rules. That's what is indicated by the word Dukram Karne. And Shankaracharya thought, what is this man doing by mechanically chanting? Chanting, nothing wrong, but it has to be made use of. But mechanical chanting does not bring any benefit, except of course it might give some exercise to the lips. That is there. Then he gave out 12 stanzas. That's called Dvadasha Manjarika Stotram, 12 of them. They are also, this Bhaja Govindam is also called Moha Mudgara. It will remove the delusion in all of us. And after he gave 12, 1 plus 12, the 14 disciples, having got inspired by what Shankaracharya said, they gave their own view, their own feeling. They expressed in one each, 14 of them. So it becomes Chaturdasha Manjarika Stotram. 1 plus 12 plus 14. And finally, Shankaracharya blessed all with the 4 note. Thus we have 31 stanzas in the Bhaja Govindam. We will chant the first 3 which we have discussed. Just maybe briefly go through what we have understood, and then we go in detail from the 4th one onwards. Let us chant together 1, 2 and 3. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamade, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukram Karane. Again, Muda Jahihi Dhanagama Trushnam, Kuru Sat Buddhim Manasi Vitrushnam, Yallavase Nija Karmo Patham, Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam. We go to the first stanza again. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukram Karane, Naristana Bharanadi Desham, Drishtva Maga Mohavesham, Etat Mansavasadi Vikaram, Manasi Vichintaya Varam Varam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kave, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukram Karane. Bhaja here means not this bhajan. He says seek. Govinda is indicator of that supreme consciousness. He says seek the supreme, seek or attain consciousness, realize yourself. Govindam Bhaja. Mudamate, he says. He calls us Mudas because I am that supreme consciousness, but at this moment we are unnecessarily suffering in this world. There is no, in fact, we are born to be happy. In fact, our Swarupa is Ananda, but we are unnecessarily suffering. So, even though I am that state of bliss, I am suffering. So, he calls us Modamate, Govindam Bhaja. Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Rakshati Dukram Karane. He says, all of us have to end the life in this body. One thing certain in life is uncertain. All of us have come with a return ticket. All of us who are born have to die. There is no choice. When that time comes, Sannihite Kale, he says all these, though it is mentioned as the grammar rules, in a broader sense, Acharya says, all the sciences of the world, whether it is physics, chemistry, mathematics, engineering, medical, accountancy, law, all the sciences of the world that we get in this world will never help us at that time because we are not going to carry anything there. That is the essence of the word. So, he says, try to realize that. Try to attain the goal of your life. The purpose for which you are born, please try to get it in this very life, he says. The second one, it says, all of us have Muda, Jahihi, Dhanagama, Trushna. That lust for the wealth. He says, try to give it away, O Muda. Because we try to run after the things of the world with the hope it is number one, permanent. Number two, it gives us happiness. Both are false. All the things that we have in this world, the wealth, the power, position, status, the house, the car, the bank balance, everything that we have, none of them will give us any happiness. And it unfortunately does not end. If I have 1 lakh, I need 1 crore. Those who have 1 crore, 10 crores. Ask anybody if anybody is there. So this is called Krishna. This, he says, try to give it away because it is not going to help. If it helps, let us all do it. And he says, instead, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manasi Vitrushna. Manasi Vitrushna, try to get away from that. And then what we have to do? Should we not earn? He says, no. You have got a right to earn. Earn in a fair way, in a decent way. Not, I think you can understand what is happening in this world today. All these people who are rich, they are suffering wealth. I am using the word suffering wealth. He says you don't need to suffer. But whatever it happens is, whatever nija karma upadam, you do your work in a fair and decent way. You got a right to earn money in a fair and decent way. But yete labase nija karma upadam. In fact, this is a management technique. If every people in this country follows, we will not only be attaining that, but the whole country will become a greater country. The whole world will become a... the essence of this is, it is both for the life here and the life after. Whatever that you get, yete labase nija karma upatam, what I have to do? Vittam tena vinodayatitam. Whatever that money you get vittam, tena vittam, chittam vinodaya. So simple. He says, enjoy, earn, don't suffer, enjoy the world. But earn out of the world, out of the money that you earn in a fair and decent way, not resort to the vulgar and filthy means of working. And with that money, enjoy. This is called Kanchana, the attraction. The next word is about Kamini. This is Kamchana, Kamini. These are the two things that attracts everyone. And that's unfortunately the downfall of all of us. The next says, Nari Stanabara Nabi Desham Društva Maga Moha Vesham. When you look into the here though it is mentioned about the woman's shape of the body, the sthana and the Nabi Desham, it means man's attraction for man to woman and woman to man. Or in other words, all attraction to the senses us. All things which are attractive to our senses. He says, don't get deluded by all that. Just go and find out what is that really. You are getting attracted to shape of the body. And what is happening here? Just find out what are you getting attracted to. Yetat mamsa vasa adi vikaram. You just look at, oh, I get attracted by the shape of the body. You say, what exactly is that? It is nothing but the mamsa and the vasa, the fat and the muscle. They are covered in a beautiful packet. Imagine for some time, you open the skin and same shape, and you can never be in that area. You will get jigupsa, you will run away. And you will see, hey, what I am getting attracted is because of the covering, the color of the skin or the shape. Even the shape of the body is nothing but the muscle and fat. And to that, which is nothing but a filth of flesh and fat, I am getting attracted. Here is once we normally get attracted by the cover. Once I heard Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandi saying, I put it in his own words, try to explain what he has said. He said once Swamiji had diabetes and he had to, somebody wanted, different labs, they give different readings. No two labs give the same reading. That is why some doctors, where they get maximum commission, they say only go to this lab. There is a big racket. Anyway, 1-2 different readings were there and the people were not happy, and then they said, this has to be tested in Bombay from one of the disciples of Swamiji. And Swamiji asked his brahmacharis to put them in this thing, nicely packet, and send it to Dr. Rukmini in the lab, and to reach her, he said, she will be, the brahmacharis packed, and they said, this will be sent by a train, local train. They said, this will be in this particular station, she will be there, you go, hand over this to that lady who will be at that particular railway station. Now come with me, let's see what happens. But she was also told, you see, be there at the station at this particular time, have a stethoscope on you so that they will recognize you. And it seems that doctor was waiting at the appointed time and the train came and nobody came. And finally they found out why did that package reach Dr. Rukmini, Miss Rukmini. Then they found out, they said, the brahmacharis had packed it, and it seems one of them was watching. It was given to one more person who was traveling, well, no person known. And this is a beautiful packet, nicely wrapped or nicely covered, And when it seems that man had kept it on his lap, this beautiful packet. And then when the train was going on, he said, this wrapper looks at, he just opened it. When he opened it, he said, he saw a beautiful case. It was the most world-renowned French perfume box. Then he thought, hey, then there is something interesting, French perfume. And this Swamiji has sent to Miss Rukmini, French perfume. And then he said, he got interested. When he opened, there was that special bottle, again that French perfume bottle. Then he said, that's one of the costliest perfumes in the world. Then he said, anyway I have opened. The bottle is opened. There was some yellow liquid. Then he said, suppose I take a drop, nothing will happen. Anyway I have opened. When he opened, he found some stinking smell. the smell of then he understood. He threw it away. That's how he did not reach Mr. Rukmini. The thing is, he got attracted because of the, are you getting the idea? Yeah. The wrap, the covering. Is it not our case? All our attractions to the things of the world, is it not because of the wrappings? He said, understand, go decide. What is it that I am getting attracted to? The body that I am getting attracted to is nothing but etat mamsa vasadi vikaram manasi vichintaya varam, not once a week, not Fridays, not Sundays. Varam is again and again, every minute, every second let us go on thinking, what is it that is attracting this, the body, the attractiveness? It is what is called, there are two attractions. The stanza 2 talks about the kanchana, the attraction of the well. The stanza 3 talks about our attraction to kamini, all the sense objects. He says, come on, get rid of it. By becoming aware that I am getting attracted by the wrapper, not the content. So we will go into the next one. We will take lead and follow. Because we are going through for the first time, I will give the line and then you please follow. Then we chant it together. After chanting the stanza 4, we chant that Bhaja Govindam in chorus. Nadani dalagata dhalamata tararam, Nadani dalagata jalamati tararam, Tadvat jivitamati shaya chaparam, Vidyvyadhyabhimanagrastam Lokam shokahatam cha samastam. We'll read it together. Nadami dalagata jalamati tararam Tadvat jivitamati shaya chaparam Vidyvyatha vimanagrastam Lokam shodahatam cha samastam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi rakshati dukkam karane. Here Acharya gives a beautiful description. Normally words, they give something, but that doesn't communicate fully. Nowadays you will find in all, even in primary classes, they show pictures. Pictures, they will make the people understand little better than the words. But if the pictures are, if there is a sculpture, it is one more. It gives you 3 dimensions. The words, the picture and the sculpture. But those days we didn't have the picture. And Shankaracharya ji gives what is called as, he paints a picture in our minds. So let's see what is his painting. Because that painting, if we take it properly, then we will never forget this. The moment we see this, we will always remember. Through the painting of a picture, the Acharya has given us a fantastic message. He says, Nalani Dalagata Jalam Ati Taralam. Nalini is the lotus. Dalam, the petal. In that Dalagata Jalam. On that there is a drop of water. One drop of water on Nalini Dala. And you know, it is shaking, it is vibrating. You can see a drop of water on a lotus. And he says, that is very, very temporary. It is playing, its existence is uncertain. The existence of the water is uncertain. Tattva, in the same way, Jivitam Atishaya Chapalam. Our life also is like that. Is like a drop of water on a lotus petal. He says, Ati Taranam. You read it again. Nadini Dalagata Jalam. Nadini, the Dala petal. On that Dalagata Jalam. A drop of water on the lotus petal is Ati Taranam. It is not only Taranam, it is extremely uncertain. Any moment it will fall into the water. So is my and your life. Tattva, our Jivitam, Atishaya Chapan. Our life is like that. It is temporary. We do not, there is no queue system. There is no fixed age. At this age only you have to go, like the retirement age. There is no proof. We do not know whether tomorrow we have the session here, meditation circle. There is no guarantee that some of us will come here. Well, you have seen some people, they would have had, I think recently we visited a person. It seems he went home, came from a walk, and he said, I will have a drink of water. When the wife went to bring the water, gone. Life is uncertain. There is no, we do not know when anybody will die. Our life is like that. That means he is trying to make us understand how uncertain is this life. And in this uncertain life, he says, why are we all going into this materialistic front? I'll come a little later. In that, okay, you see, life is uncertain. He says, some people will say, anyway, life is uncertain. Acharya says, life is uncertain. Whatever you get is temporary. You will not get happiness. But then at least seek. Some people will say, life is uncertain. Oh, okay, there is a reason. Right now I will do bhaja. Because there is no guarantee I will live up to 72. There is no guarantee. So right now, by stealing or something, I will. Because you said life is uncertain. If there is a guarantee of life, okay. So there is the other way. But here what it means is different. The life is uncertain. And then in that, unfortunately, with the, how is our life? Vyadi, Abhimana, Grastham. We have got lots of diseases. And lot of disease and conceit. Abhimana. This is making us suffer the disease. Fortunately, these two things, like the Prime Minister of a country, our previous Chief Minister had some 20 and odd portfolios. Many portfolios he had. Normally, they give various portfolios. The important ones they keep. The Chief Minister of the state or the Prime Minister of the country. The Lord here keeps two portfolios for himself. The death and disease. You can't do anything. He may distribute for other devatas, but these two are kept. So, you might have the maximum wealth of this world, but you cannot get even 1 minute of extension. Not a single minute of extension. And diseases, you might buy medicine. You might be owning the chain of hospitals, you may be the managing director or one of the best doctors of this world. But still there is no guarantee that you will not get a disease. Vyadi. Number one, death. Number two, is Acharya not painting our own life? He is telling us, number one, your life is uncertain. You do not know when you will die. Next, Vyadi, Abhimana, conceit and disease. That means we are always majority of us having unnecessarily sorrow. Number one, life is uncertain. In this uncertain life, we are having only sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. And then further he says, Lokam shoka hatancha samastam. Samastam lokam shoka hatancham. We have got the pangs of sorrow. See that. Number one, life is uncertain. Number two, we have got the disease and the conceit, abhimana. And then we also have got shoka, samastam lokam. Outside world is full of all these. If you don't want this, he said, tune your mind to the higher. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. And unfortunately, even though we know that this, but we are always going for temporary fleeting pleasures which will give us sorrows. I think all of you would have heard about this particular case which is mentioned in the Mahabharata. Which particular place I do not know. This was the case of a hunter. You know this case, I know, but still let us remind ourselves of this case that all of us are aware of. There was one hunter who was hunting, and it was becoming dark and he wanted to go fast. It was late. Then he took all the shortcuts and started coming back. When he was coming back, it was already dark. He didn't know that place. He fell into a well. That you know. When he was falling down, he was about to fall. Then he caught hold of the this root, which was not very firm. When he was falling, he found there was a hard rock. If he falls, then he will die. Somehow he was going. At that moment, when there was a disturbance of his hand, one snake, the cobra, it got disturbed and fell down. Look at that. Down below is a cobra. And then the rock also is there. And while he was going down, he disturbed the honey bee. The moment he disturbed, some thousands of maybe 20,000-30,000 honey bees got, and they are about to eat him. Now he has got done. These honey bees may eat him. Bottom there is a cobra or a rock. At that moment when he was moving, when that beehive was disturbed, honey was falling down. And he started enjoying. He started, honey. Is it not our case? We are about to end, and we are always going about the things of the world, about the little more money, a better model car, a bigger house, big other job, and a higher bank balance. All this we are thinking, and what is our stake? We are about to. Yes, understand the life is like this. Read the what a fantastic Nadani Dalagata Jalamati Taralam Tatvat Jeevitam Atishaya Chapalam. Like our life is like a dancing water drop on a lotus petal. Itself is so uncertain that any moment it will die, and our life we may die at any moment. And our life is like that. And in addition, we have got disease, and where we think outside world is giving us fully sorrow. And are we not getting a lot of sorrow? And fortunately, you do not need to find out where I will get the sorrow from. The sorrows are given by the world, international sorrows, national sorrows. Your own neighbors will supply you sorrows free of cost. Why your own wife, husband, children, they all supply are supplied free. Uncertain life and disease. I don't know why this disease comes only to me. Why it doesn't go to anybody. You may wish, but it comes to you. You may have medicine. By medicine you can't get health. You may buy medicines. You may have the best of the facilities, the surgeons may be available, the facilities may be available, you can never be sure that you are healthy. And in this, we are going to the outside world. And he says, all these things you are thinking, now tune your mind to the higher, the state of bliss. Instead of turning your attention to the world of objects, the world of emotions, the world of thoughts, and trying to experience through your body, the mind and the intellect. Outgrow this, the body, the mind and the intellect. Tune your mind to the higher and enjoy bliss. He says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. None of these external things will, Duptum Karane, let us understand, anything of the outside world will not help us. Okay. Now, most of us think that all these things, most of us are doing for the sake of body. I'll share with you a particular case of a rich man. A rich man had, I do not know whether I shared here, but I have shared in other forums. A man was very rich. He had international business, companies in United Kingdom, Germany, United States and all that. Huge business setup. Lot of wealth, house, jewelry, everything was there. One of the richest persons, and true to his status, he had 4 wives. How many? 4. The 4th wife, he liked most. He was taking lot of care for her. He used to get the best, you want the best dress from United States or the jewelry from Belgium. Nothing other than the best. He loved her, she loved him. 4th wife. He loved her, she loved him. The 3rd wife was very attractive. She was nice, shapely. And he loved her, she also loved him. He loved the 4th wife loved him. 3rd wife also, he loved, she also loved him. But because she was very attractive, she used to take her all over the world and tell with pride, see my 3rd wife, how beautifully she is. He was proud of her, wanted to show her off everywhere. That was the 3rd wife. The 2nd wife was more a considerate person. He loved the 2nd wife. She also loved him. But he took care of the business and also his children. They were very happy. And she was always like a consultant, counselor. Any problem for that business, she said, hey, do this, take this share, buy this company, like that. Or children, let's put this son in Harvard and put his son in Cambridge. She was an advisor, both in business and in family matters. The 1st wife, he neglected. He was never caring. And whenever she used to come, he used to say, come on, take this fruit. Hey, come on, run away. He disliked her. She used to act, but she was loving him, the 1st wife. And because he neglected, she had become very skinny and bony. You understand? Neglected. Like anybody, like we saw now. Death will come. He was about to die. At that moment, he was feeling very sad. I have to leave this huge wealth in addition to 4 wives. Then he was feeling that and he called his 4th wife. My dear, come. Now the time has come, I am leaving. Will you please come with me? She says, no. I will. Life is here, I will be here only. He felt very bad. I took so much of care for you, the best care. I had not taken care of the other 3 wives. I took so much care of you, but you say, he almost felt very bad. He was a boy, like a spear of thirstiness. Then he called his 2nd wife, 3rd wife. 3rd wife was more attractive. And he was always, what I said, he was fond of her, she used to tell her, but he had a fear that she may run away with somebody. That fear was there. Now he went there. He called the 3rd wife, my dear, the time has come, I have to leave, will you please come with me? He said, no. after you die, I will marry somebody else. He became very, very cold. I was proud of you. And then he said, okay, he called his second wife. My dear counselor, guidance. My dear, I am about to die. Will you please come with me? She says, no. I will look after your business and your children. Maximum, she said, I will come to your graveyard. That time. He was almost about to collapse. But he could not afford to call the first wife. Because he had neglected, not taken care of her, she had become... But he is not able to call, but at that time one feeble voice comes right from kitchen, my dear, I will come with you, wherever you go I will come. Then he starts weeping inconsolably. Oh, I made the greatest mistake of my life. I should have taken care of her when I could have taken. Who is prepared to come with me even after my death? I made them. He starts weeping. I should have taken care of my first wife. Who comes along with me even after my death? Friends, all of us here, everywhere, the married, the unmarried, the men and women here, all of us have the 4 wives. Some of you are, how do you know Seshadri? I know. Oh, even nobody knows. Please don't, some of you will tell me, don't tell my wife. All of us have the 4 wives. The 4th wife is our body. Think. How much we take care of this body? Think how much time we are spending, money we are spending for the sake of fattening this body, beautifying the body. We are doing all. And we take so much care, maximum care we take of this body, and what happens when you die? Either it is buried or burned. Is it not? That's how that wife, 4th wife said, no, I will not come with you. The 4th wife is our body. The 3rd wife is our wealth and possessions, the beautiful car, the bungalow, the diamond jewelry, the bank balance, the wealth, the possessions, money, house, car, jewelry, all the wealth. Are we not like him, fond? Are we not telling, I come to somebody's house, they'll say, Seshadri, come, this is a new house. See how I have made this room, how I made this room. See this car, how beautiful it is, what facilities it has. And jewelry certainly will show. We are always proud of our wealth and possessions. What did that wife say, 3rd wife? When you get married, I will marry. When you die, I will marry somebody. Is it not happening to our wealth? What happens to the wealth that you have right now? When you die, it will go to your legal or illegal hands. I am carefully using the word. Either legal or it goes to somebody only. Need not necessarily go to your wife or husband or children. It may go, or anyway, it goes to somebody. Is it not? The 2nd wife is, in the whole Bhaja Govindam is here in this case I am showing. The 2nd wife is our friends and relatives. They help us, they are our counselors. We need them. But when you die, your own dear wife or husband, your own children, the people working with you, in factories it happens, they will take on the day of people take off, go to the grave from there only. On the way they go to a hotel and eat 1 by 2 coffee. Maximum people will come is up to the, what did the 2nd wife say? I will come up to the graveyard. Is it not? 2nd wife. And the 1st wife is something that we have been, what did neglected, skin and bony. What did she say? I will come wherever you go. That is our soul, the earth. Whether you like or not, the good and the bad deeds that you do, in the form of impressions inside you, the soul is something that will come with us If, of course, most of us wouldn't like to be reborn, some of us may not be born, but in case you are born with all these impressions. And what have we done? Nothing. And we say, I didn't care, but that first wife said, I will come with you. And similarly, the good and the bad deeds, that will come with us wherever we go. So now friends, let us now make a resolution today that all of you write in the books that you have brought. I will take care of all the 4 wives. Please write it down. But be careful. If you are a man and if your wife sees, there could be a problem. This is how you are coming late. But write. I will take care of all the 4 wives, but write. The 4th wife is my body. The 2nd wife is my, 4th wife is my body. The 3rd wife is my wealth and possessions. 2nd wife is my friends and relatives. 1st wife is my soul. It is that Shankaracharya says, take care of it. And life is very uncertain. Do it now. Next we'll take. Yavat vitto bhajana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivati jajjara dehe vartam kopi na pruchati gehe. We did it together. Yavat vitto bhajana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivati jajjara dehe vartam kopi na pruchati gehe. This is what is the experience. We'll chant again. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kade, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrum Karani. Yavat, as long as Vitta, wealth. Uparjana saktaha. As long as you have the ability, yavat vitta uparjana saktaha. As long as you have the ability to earn, then tavat nija parivaro raktaha. All the dependents will be attached to you. He is speaking all our life. As long as you are earning money, as long as you have got the power, position, status, the people are attached to you. Paschat jivati jarjara dehe. Then afterwards you are living, but your body is infirm, jarjara dehe. Deha has become jarjara and you are still living, jivati. You are continuing to live with an infirm body, then what happens? Vatam ka api na pruchati gehe. Gehe, in your own house, at home, what happens to you? He says, Shankaracharya ji, Vatam ka api na pruchati. Nobody will even talk to you. Particularly those who are in power, position, status, a senior IAS officer, and after retirement they don't give you, suppose they don't give position, and no power position, when he comes back, see the difference. See the difference between the way that people look up to you when you have power. Are you not seeing? For example, we had the rich people who are in jail. They were the kings of the Republic of Bellary. See them. Now see the same status. When they are inside, power is gone. Do you think people will go around them? Unfortunately, this is the state of the world. When you have got money, when you have got power, when you have got position, status, people will be around. Actually, they don't like you, but they like your wealth only. And you say they are liking me. No, actually they will be spitting behind. You, those people who have got a horrible life with lot of power position, people will be. That is the reason when you are in power, if you are not having the good human qualities and you have made everybody miserable, see now after retirement, see how people will be laughing at them. So he says, all this power position is like that. Be careful. When you are at the power position, and there are two things. One is power position and deha is jarjara. When the body is weak at an old age, and then we have got no position, capacity to earn and take care of others, and nobody respects. Of course, no, there are few exceptions. This is how the majority of the things. I am not saying there could be some of you who have got, in spite of you getting retired, in spite of you being not there, but still some people might be taking care. But this is the case of the majority of the people, because I have seen some cases where in Bangalore, I saw in one place, I wouldn't like to name the place, name the person. There was a person who had left a huge property. He had 4 sons and a daughter. When he had rightly earned a lot of huge property, and after he died, all these people distributed. The mother also said, okay, after all you are in Daga, you take. All the house and the bank, every money was distributed to the children, 4 sons and a daughter. And later on, I was seeing the same family. The lady was so neglected. I am not creating this case. This lady, she was being looked after. They don't even look at a servant like that. And hardly she used to get proper sarees. She is the owner of a multi-crore property, but this is distributed because he didn't have in her name, and nobody said no. But one, I think they had a rotation of 2 months. 2 months here, 2 months there, 2 months there. She was being played like a football. It's a pity. Because so on the other hand, had she had all the wealth, for this sake, and if she had the freedom, whoever looks after me, I give major share, then everybody would have said, they would have perhaps physically served her also. This is what Shankaracharya says. Now, look at the people, they look after you. That means they are giving it, but real value, we are thinking that I am going to have this and that. Be careful, while you get happiness for money and power, absence will make me sorrow. When you are in power, you are got happy. When you lose power, you are unhappy. When you have got money, you are happy. So this is like that. But if you don't want this conflict, if you want to be ever, always be peaceful, he says, neglect, don't care for these lower things, but look into the higher things. It doesn't say you should not take care of the body and all that. Last there is a word I said, I didn't say, of course, body is temporary and all that, but you must take care of all. Take care of all the 4 ways means, when you are fit, take care of the body. Give it nourishment, do some pranayama exercises, physical, and do it. And rightly earn the money, save it, use it. And take care of all the relatives, friends and relatives. Take care of your parents. Take care of brothers, sisters and friends. But don't neglect that. Here he says, these people who are respecting you only for the sake of money and all, that is not that. Don't give too much of value to these external things that people are praising you. Tune your mind to the higher. Okay, we'll take the next one. Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pruchati kushalam gehe gatavati vayau deha paye Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. We'll read this stanza together. Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pruchati kushalam gehe gatavati vayo deha vaye bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mudamate samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshati dukrum karane. Yavat, as long as pavano, the breath of life, nivasati dehe, in this very body, nivasati, as long as the breath, the prana, the vayu is inside our body, it means as long as I am alive. Yavat pavana, the breath of life, dehe nivasati, as long as that air, prana is in our body, what happens? Tavat, till such time, so long, what will happen? Pruchati kushalam gehe. Gehe, in your house. In your house, people will be asking you about your welfare. How are you? They will take care of you. Yavat pavano nivasati dehe. As long as the pranavayu is inside your body, as long as you are alive, tavat, till such time, gehe, in your house, people will be asking kushalam. Like that, all of us. Gatavati vayo deha apaye. When that air goes out, the last breath is gone, gatavati vayo. When the breath leaves, what happens? Deha apaye, from your body, when that leaves, that means when you die, bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Your own wife, he includes your own husband, both. Though it is said bharya, read it as both wife and husband, or all the relatives in the house, or the family members. Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. They fear the very same body. Body is same. I think this is state. Because when, as long as you are alive, the breath of life is there, everybody will say, how are you? The moment the dead gone, they will find out quickly, arrange for the this funeral. Quick, first thing they will do, book, because afterwards they will not be there. And immediately call that police, because they will be waiting for that chance also, because that is where they make a lot of money. Booking. Now there is a whole contract also. They will, they have got the van, all the facilities. They say we will organize this and that on contract basis. Suppose there is a delay. What happens? You know, this body will start disintegrating. We are made out of the four basic elements, five basic elements, Panchabhutas, Bhumihi, Apaha, Anaraha, Vayuhu, Kam. This whole thing stinks, and this portion goes to the mineral earth portion, and the water will get into the water, and the air gets into this air, and Agni is gone, because we become cold, and we would have occupied some space, it merges into the space. But this body, we are here, but when you die, it will start disintegrating. Then it is very dangerous to keep however much you love a person, do you say, I still love this body, you would like to keep that body in your house? No, you would like to push that body as quickly as possible outside the body. And that same phase, after some time, it becomes, when Shiva is gone, the Shava, fear, in case for some reason you don't get time to do the funeral for some reason. And normally they keep it outside in a cold storage. Suppose you keep it in the house, not only that there is, you don't like that unhygienic, but there is fear. Keep the dead body in the house. Not only this is what is called as a fear. That is it. There is a question. How much should we care for the body? We are caring so much for the sake of the body, but that body, it is expressing, it is functioning only as long as Narayana is there. When that power is gone from here, this becomes manure. In fact, Gurudev Chinmayandi says, these animals will be talking. See, my manure is going. But at least when animals die, they are little useful. The problem is with the human body. Most of the animals, they become useful. Plants, when the plants die, they are useful. Some part is used. Animals die, some of them are useful. But problem is with human being. When a person dies, when the vayu, pranavayu is gone, it becomes so useless. It is not only not useful, people, it stinks. Same thing. Why it happens? Same body. For 50, 60, 70 years, it was attracting you, and everybody was, they were asking what? Kushalam gehe, pruchati, kushalam gehe. They ask you only as long as pavano dehe nivasati. Gehe in your house, kushalam pruchati, what? Yavat dehe pavano nivasati. When the pranavayu is gone, when you die, the same body is useless. And even your own dear one, who was hugging you, embracing you, they will never come near you. Value for this body is only when he is inside. Now care, now think, should we give value to this body or to that divinity, that power which is making my body function? Think. But we are always caring only for the body. I think what better example Shankaracharya can give. Even if these examples cannot awaken us to that higher, even Acharya Shankara cannot help. We are giving lot of weightage to the body. This is an exclusive thing on description of the attraction towards the body the others have. That was this. Yavat pavano nivasati. So this body has got value to perform, to act, to get inputs, to act. Both input. All that is possible to this body only as long as Narayana is there, as long as you. The moment the life spark in us is gone, then what happens? Nobody comes near you. They are afraid of you and we sting. So let us give value to that divinity. You don't need to find out where is the divinity from anywhere. There is no place where he is not. Let us start looking yourself. That is why he says, Govindam Bhaja. Seek Govind. You are now taking care of the body. Stop this. Take care of the body. We call it as Mudamate. Those who take care of the bodies only, or the hardware only, or even is called Mudamate, because Sampraptesani, when that time comes, this will not come. Not only this will not come, none of the things, even the best of the material sciences won't come with us. The only that comes with us, you might be the most eminent doctor or an engineer or a scientist or an advocate or an administrator. None of them will come. All that is only when you are living. When that life spark is gone. So let us try to become, I would say, I always tell people, we must be selfish. Normally people say, be selfless, niswartha. But I am telling people, become selfish. Because we are all selfless. Niswartis. We are not doing anything for ourselves. All that we are doing is what we live and go away, including the body. We are not doing anything that we carry forward even after death. Let us make a resolution today that we shall be selfish. Normally people in problems, they say, no, but I am telling, don't be selfish, they say. I am telling them, we are all selfless people. We are doing nothing for ourselves. What we carry even after we die, or what is permanent to us, it will never go. Let us attain that supreme. That is the purpose of life. We are all born in this world. Our birthright is self-realization. And all of us are spending our entire energy to acquire things from outside, the world of OET, and that is neither giving us happiness nor is permanent. Let us get rid of this and tune ourselves to the higher Om and realize ourselves in this very, very life. So we will take the next, in the next class, because we should do some justice, because we can go through a number in a day, but I thought, I hope this pace is okay. Should we do very fast and finish all the 31 and Bhaja Govindam gone? Nothing will happen. I think we shall, now we have gone through in the two classes, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. I would very strongly suggest that you read these daily and take one Japamala and practice one Mahamantra. Knowing is not doing, doing is doing. We know a lot. What use is that knowledge if you don't implement it? Let us implement. Put it into practice. It is possible. And you don't need anybody's cooperation for your evolution. Even if you have a nagging, intolerable wife, or useless, intolerable husband, or spoiled children, none of them can prevent you from growing. It is your birthright. Lots of great people had horrible people around. So talk to yourself. After all, we will see in this class, in the next classes, how should be our relationship with the people outside. That's next chances are exciting. I'm marketing it so that you don't miss. Maybe after 2 months we will meet again. When we meet, that will be very exciting. Next chances are there. Let's say. But right now, let us read this. I would suggest read these daily. It takes few seconds, few minutes only, and then talk to yourself what we have heard, understood. We will put it into practice. Practice is more important than listening to. I hope we will practice it. Thank you very much. It was nice talking to you. Yes.
I have not missed the last class. Can you please tell me what is the meaning of Dukram Karane?
Dukram Karane, we told in the first class, literally it means grammar rules. Dukram Karane is grammar rules. That person was chanting mechanically, he was a Sanskrit Pandit. Now, a lot of people chant mechanically, a lot of slokas and mantras. Is okay in the age of 5, 6, 7, but at 80 also there is only chanting. What use is this mechanical chanting or grammar rules? That is literally meaning. But Acharya here not only means that, he means all the material sciences. Not only the grammar rules, as I said, science, engineering, physics, chemistry, mathematics, law, political science, all objective sciences will not help us to reach that. Nahi rakshati.
Any questions?
Any questions? Yes, any other questions? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
God has permitted us to give wealth.
Well,
If you die, then why we fear for all these things?
we need not. We are unnecessarily. We are. Yeah.
I say, why do you go to this world, get morals and come back to me?
What is your question, sir?
Question, why God has sent you to enjoy certain things,
Ah.
particular ages.
Not question.
But the beginning cricket side, people keep on morose yourselves, keeping yourself sorrow.
Oh.
Maybe one day I will die, one day I will die. What is the purpose of your
We should not be afraid of anything including death. After all, why should I be afraid of anything including death? After all, when we understand what is death, I will not be afraid of it. After it is said in the Gita, it is like the, suppose I have a torn cloth, somebody gives me a fresh branded shirt, will I be unhappy? No. Same thing we must take for the body also. After all, what is death? I get Jarjari, the old body is gone, I get a fresh body. Why should you be afraid? Ideal would be that I will not die. I will not die.
I will not come to your mind.
No, I will not die. Some people will say they put a lot of hair dyes. I always tell them, I won't die. I won't die means, I won't. The death will come only to that extent I am attached to the body only. That is all. Why? We should not be afraid of death, I agree with you.
One more thing. When you are aged, you yourself despise your body. Because you are so much disease, everything, you want to leave that body. That is maybe.
No, that need not come only when I am sick. When I am in a fit, right now I am in a fit and healthy body, I am prepared to leave the body. It should not come later when I become sick. When, in fact, there was one cricket commentator called Vijay Merchant. He used to tell cricketers, retire when people ask you why, not when they ask you why not. We must also die when people say, why did Seshadri die? Not when they say, why did he not die? That's right now when you see most of these, Shankaracharya was the age when he attained. Swami Vivekananda, they didn't go to the 70, 80. It is immaterial. Let anything happen to the body, I will be just watching my body going, that's all. Whether it is disease or death, I shall not care for it. There is no need why we should, in fact, there is no reason why we should suffer in this world. We are born to be happy and let us be happy.
Learn whatever is possible in this world.
Yeah, nothing, everything is inside us only. Actually, everything is inside, not external knowledge at all.
Friends, our next today's program is like this.